Focus today is around social media and how can I leverage Command to do that. So while everyone's coming into the room, I'm getting our live stream started. And today we're going to talk about social media. And specifically, we're going to focus on how can I start putting stuff out on social media inexpensively, in this case, free, which is great. How can I actually get the content I want that I made in designs yesterday in our class yesterday? We'll teach you how to go get designs easily. We'll teach you how to share any social media stuff, and this is specifically for Facebook and Twitter. So we'll make sure that we get everyone's account connected today. So if you're watching on the live stream now, or you're watching from Facebook Live, we're gonna start with making sure you have connected your social media accounts that you need. And then we're gonna teach you from there how to get the stuff that you need for your social media strategy. So thanks for being on this call today. My name is Jay Cermak, and let's go ahead and dive in. So a lot of what we're doing right now around social media is, I don't know if you're like me, I get on Facebook or Twitter and I kind of get lost with the scroll, you know, where you keep scrolling and you hope to find something that's content worthy. A lot of what we're doing in real estate is on Facebook, the challenge is we get distracted. So what I love is that we integrated with Facebook and even Twitter to bring that social media content from Command to Facebook and Twitter without me having to get distracted. So if you're like me and you get distracted easily, this is the perfect tool for you to be business specific. And then you can go to Facebook when you have time and you want to have fun with those things. So I'm going to start with Command. If you haven't been to Command, it's agent.kv.com. And in the right-hand side, we're going to click on your name and we're going to want to go to settings. That's where you're going to find a lot like your smartphone. So Command is similar to your smartphone where it is one device with all the applications you want to use in your world. Facebook and Twitter are kind of the same thing. So Command will let you connect to the apps you want to use. So when you go to the settings under your name, you're going to notice an app store, meaning these are the apps I personally have already connected to my account. So I've got DocuSign and Dotloop, and today we're teaching you Facebook for post scheduling and Twitter for post scheduling. So what this allows me to do is connect my Facebook account. Now, a lot of agents are going to ask me, Jay, does it go to my personal page? Because this looks like right now it's connected to my personal page. Well, yes, you connect to your personal page. Facebook does not allow you to post to the personal page, especially not around real estate. So they have a business agreement in place that if you have a business of any kind, they recommend you do a business page. So while it looks like it's my personal account, I can connect it and then choose which business page do I want to do post for. So I actually do, I have multiple business pages for real estate, for recruiting. I manage Market Center, Facebook pages, and this allows me to schedule a post for any one of those pages. So don't be alarmed if it says connected and it looks like it's your personal account. It won't be. Same thing with Twitter. Now, Twitter works differently. Twitter is just one account. There isn't a business account versus personal account. So I created a Twitter account recently that's just JTeam Global, and this is my Twitter. And I'm able to connect it as well. Now, mine's already connected, so the best way to show this to you is click the question mark in the upper right-hand corner. This is where we have a help article. And if I go to Keller Williams University and just type in Facebook, I can find a help article on how to connect your applications. So this is going to show you what I just explained to you, which is going to your name in the corner and going to settings. And then you're going to want to connect Facebook for post scheduling and then one for Twitter as well. Now there's two versions of Facebook and Twitter. One that will say ads down on the left-hand side and then one that says post scheduling. The post scheduling is free and there's no money or cost for that. That's the one we're going to focus on today. And typically it just gives you a pop-up saying log into your personal account. And then when you do that, it makes you choose which business page do you want to run it on. It does the same for both. I was hoping there'd be some screenshots, but I guess there aren't any in that help article. So you just connect it and then it will be good. Now I've already connected mine. And if I click on manage, you'll see it says my Jay Cermak and my Facebook account. But if I hit connect more, it's going to let me choose which business page do you want to do post for. So of course I want it for my J team, and I can also choose it for my training page and for my recruiting site, which is opportunities in real estate, or I could do it for one of my 3 market centers. So you get to choose which business page to connect. So I'll hit connect to that. And now I've got one account and 3 pages connected to do a post for. So I love that aspect of it. And you've got Facebook and Twitter here. If I scroll to the bottom, this is where you'll see under marketing automation, a second Facebook and a second Twitter account. These are specifically for running paid ads, meaning you have to spend money to do this. So I've already got one connected for my Facebook ad manager. The difference is Facebook doesn't ask me which account to run it for, because when I run my ad, it lets me choose which page to run the ad for. So that's great. I actually ran an ad today for recruiting. Now you've got the option for Twitter as well. I don't use paid ads for Twitter, so I didn't connect that account. But those are the 2 for now. I know a lot of you are wondering what else is coming. So we are working on Instagram. Right now you can run ads on Instagram, and soon you'll be able to schedule posts to Instagram. We're still finalizing our partnership with Facebook and Instagram. I know LinkedIn is on the bucket list of things to come. So soon you'll be able to do this post scheduling for LinkedIn as well. And they're going to bring in Nextdoor also. So that will be basically when that happens, you'll have 4 or 5 major social media channels to connect to and bring it into Command instantly, which is great. But for today, we're just focusing on Facebook and Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, you don't need to create one. I only created one recently because of a course I took on social media strategies. So I wanted to be able to teach you guys how to do that. And I do post to it mainly from Instagram and Facebook, just saying post to Twitter as well. So I don't have to type anything out. But you can connect those 2. So you'll want to make sure you connect those before we get to the next part. So once you have those connected, then we're going to come to campaigns. Now you'll remember campaigns because last week we taught you how to do Facebook ads and how to run social media campaigns. So a campaign is both for paid ads, which would be my Facebook and Instagram, Twitter ads that I want to pay for and run. You've got emails, which is coming soon. Right now we use MailChimp for that, but very soon in the next week or so, we should have the Command email, which will allow you to do mass emailing from Command. And that is exciting to see. We did postcards last week. That's another campaign to do a direct mailer and mail postcards out. But the one we're going to talk about today is social posts. This is free. We like free, right? It's easy to use, and you're really going to like what we call a quick post. So I'll show you that in a second, which is just click a button and it posts for you instantly. Now, how this works here is it'll say social posts. I can search for a specific date or a post if I'm looking for one. And on the right-hand side, it will say all connected channels. So you'll see I have Facebook and Twitter connected. And if I scroll to the bottom, these are the connected profiles I have connected. So I have the J Team with my Facebook page there. I've got my training page and I've got my recruiting page all connected to post to all 3 at the same time, or just pick 1 or 2. And then I've also got the Twitter account connected as well, which is JTeamFL. So that's just my ability to make sure it's connected. Then I'm gonna have, what you notice is a calendar for the week. So right now it's looking from Sunday the 26th until Saturday, May 2nd. What you can do is actually click on week and choose the month. This allows you to look at a month view of your calendar. So for the month, these are the posts that I've done. Notice it's hard to see there, but I've got an F and then the Twitter. So I have an F for Facebook and a Twitter icon. So this shows me on Friday, I was posting to both Facebook and Twitter. And you can actually go forward in time. So this is what I have scheduled for May so far, which will probably just be a couple pieces here or there. So I've got one scheduled for May 25th, and that's it so far. So we got to get going on my May calendar. But I can go out to June if I have anything scheduled for June, which I have on June 25th. What I decided to do, you're probably wondering, what are you posting once a month? It's actually the KW app. So once a month, I'd post something about the app to remind people to download it. And I was able to schedule that a month in advance, which just saves you time. So the neat thing is you can come to the week or the month view for that. On the left-hand side, here is the week of. So obviously these days are already passed. And I can create a post right now for Wednesday is the next day to create a post and schedule it. I can create one for Friday or Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. And if you click these buttons, it creates a post for that day. That's one way to do it. On the right-hand side, you have what's called suggested quick posts. So one of those is that neighborhood video, which we all did yesterday. So the neat thing about this one is if you didn't create a video with us yesterday in designs, you can create one right from the social media side of this and create what we call a neighborhood landing video and then post it to your page on a specific date. So I like the fact that they built this in to just get in the habit of making these videos. What I did in the month of May and April, is I actually did a Friday post, which was specific to highlighting a neighborhood. So every Friday I would highlight a new neighborhood, which is something you can think about doing. If you looked at the whole month, what are you going to post? So the neat thing is if you look at the month, okay, Fridays I was posting about the neighborhood highlight. You can just schedule a day. So a lot of your top social media strategists in the world usually use a month view of what would I highlight? Like maybe Mondays are the day to highlight my newest listing. Tuesdays may be a industry update. Wednesdays, you could do maybe price changes or open houses and events to promote. Thursdays can be maybe a local vendor highlight. And then Fridays might be my neighborhood highlight. So think about what you do for the whole month. The neat part is if I spent maybe an hour on Saturday and scheduled the whole month, I don't have to do it later. So that's what's really powerful about this tool is you can actually strategically program your social media strategy using this. So this is just a way to use the month and the week view. So this is one of those videos, if you haven't seen it yet, this is a mini preview of that video. It basically just does a highlighted neighborhood, like in this case, it's Barton Hills. It goes through and highlights the date you do it. I'm fast forwarding it. The price of the home, the average price of square footage, number of homes for sale, and this little animated information and music is automatically generated. So the neat thing is you can just click this little share button and instantly create a post to promote a video or something in your area. Now that was just a demo. Down below, you've also got a couple other social posts. So there are about 8 of these that rotate. Notice there's a shuffle button. So the first 2 would be a picture. I don't have to design this. It's already designed for me. It'll have a text message, which is already written for me. And I literally can just click the little arrow. And like I accidentally clicked on it, it'll start writing a post for me with a picture. So here's the image itself, already pre-written and made for me. I can crop that image. It already wrote a text for me and even included my app code. So a lot of agents ask me, what if you click that button and this part's missing? If it's missing, you have to go back to your marketing profile and make a profile. You have the link to your KW app. That's where it gets it from. And since we have a moment for that, I will just show you where would you go to update that link. So there's 2 ways to get your app link for KW. So let's first start with where is the link for my KW app. That is going to be in command under consumer. And in the center here, or sorry, over on the right-hand side, it's going to say site and app settings. When you go to that, under URLs will be the link to your app. So here is the link to my app. So you can actually just hit the copy button if you don't have that link. Don't worry about this texting code one right now. That doesn't work. So don't try texting it to people just yet. Share the link to the website. Now, if I come to my name under settings, like we did when we connected the Facebook and Twitter app, under connect settings is an option for marketing profile. And at the bottom of this profile is the option to put the link to your app. Now it says the word optional, but this is where the link in this post comes from. So if you haven't done it yet, you're gonna wanna make sure you do that. Or if you haven't done it yet right now, don't stress about it. Create your post here first, type in the link for it, and then you can go to settings and add that later. Now I can leave it the way it is and literally just hit the post button. I can schedule a time for it to go out. It already puts a logo in here, left of the right or right of the image. I can schedule it for a specific date, or actually today we can just publish it immediately because I have nothing going out today on Tuesday. So I'm gonna leave the text as it is. Now there is a shuffle button. So if I click the shuffle, it'll rewrite it to say, hey, love looking at homes. Here's another message, same concept, but I can hit shuffle and go between 2 choices. So I like this one, and I'm gonna add a home icon real quick. So I will look for house. There we go, and I'm going to cut that and paste it right here. There we go. Love looking at homes. With my app, you can search by zip codes, school districts, neighborhoods, and more. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's got a photo already put in there for me. I had a logo that came from your marketing profile. You don't have to do it. It says optional. So if I don't want this logo on my picture, just click the X. And then at the bottom, it has published immediately, with me it goes out now. Now it's scheduled to go out on the J team. And I also want to go out on Twitter. So I'm going to check both of those and then click publish. Okay, let me see what all the chat hoopla is here. Okay, what if your app is unidentified? Justin, that probably means you didn't go through the app wizard yet. And so if you're a newer agent, Justin, you have to get everything set up before the app will work. So if yours isn't working, there's two parts to make your app work. First part is under consumer. You have to go to the site and app settings and the Kelly guide. You have to set up your website first and then set up your app. So if you've just joined us recently, Scott Leroy does all this for you. So just reach out to Scott Leroy. He is the tech person that we have that does this for you. How do you change the information in the photo? Anita, you can't. Those quick posts are already made. They're not about a specific area. They're just a generic example of what the app will do. If you wanted to make one of those graphics, that's what we did in designs yesterday. So we'll use one of our own designs later, and I'll show you how to get one. But these graphics are just click and go. So we'll make sure we get you all situated, Justin, at the end of this. But this picture's already done. So if I look at the edit button, it actually doesn't say anything about the area. It just literally shows them a guide, house hunting with your favorite agent, all confirmed. And it kind of shows like a mini text message, which is eventually going to be inside the app. So it's just a promo. I'm good with the way it is. I don't have to change it. And if I selected these two and hit publish right now, it just instantly goes to Facebook and Twitter right this second. So I'm going to hit publish because I haven't done one today. Here's what it looks like as a preview in Facebook. Here's what it looks like as a preview in Twitter. Pretty much looks the same. I hit publish, and I just published a post for today that has the link to my app in it, a picture that was already made for me, and it's an easy button. So I love these quick posts. And you get 8 choices, by the way. So if you didn't see this one in your list, don't worry. There is the shuffle button here on the right-hand side. When I click it, notice it changed out the images for other examples. So as I keep clicking these, I can go get different examples of other designs. And if you hit shuffle enough, I want to say it's like 4 or 5 times, there's a video in one of these. Come on. Hit shuffle a lot. There it is. If you hit shuffle like 8 times, you saw it took me. There's also a promo video in here that you can post to social media. So this is a short little video. It's 2 minutes long. This is the KW promo video that they made for us. The neat thing is you don't have to upload it to YouTube or Twitter. It's already, or Facebook. It's already there. And this one, if I wanted to post this, maybe I post it. You saw I already have a post for May and I have a post for June. Well, that means July. I haven't done anything for July yet. And if I want to use this video to promote my app once a month, here is the message. Again, I have a shuffle button if I want to. Check out my new app. I already has the video uploaded, so I don't have to upload it. It's got music and everything added to it. I'm going to schedule this. And then I get to choose the date. Now, you can change the message altogether. So if you don't like this message, I could just do this. I could say, check out my new real estate app. Real Estate 2.0 is here. That's the link of the app. I can add a little icons if I want to. And then I'm going to schedule this though and go out. I already did one for May. I've already done one for June. So let's go July 25th. That would be me posting this video once a month, basically. I have that ready. I'll do it at 9 a.m. Schedule it. It makes you preview what it's going to look like. I hit schedule, and good news is that it's now scheduled. If I look at my dates, there it is, Saturday, July 25th, that video is going to get published and say, click here to download my app. What I love about this is I can also do one for August really quick. Click the same link, choose it for August, come here to schedule the post. I'm not changing anything about it, but just clicking another date. And I'm going to go do this for August 25th. I just want you to see the fact that you can program this for a couple months in advance. Meaning if you want to start making your social media holiday graphics, you can make them early, hit schedule. Here's what it is. And now I've got a scheduled post for July and August. We're talking several months in advance, and I'm only in April right now. So I love that fact that I can schedule it out. And now when I come to the month calendar, I can go backwards. Here's April. There's the one I already did for May, June, July 25th, August 25th. And these are all scheduled for me to go out whenever I'm ready for them. So I love that that's easy to do and something you can put out there. Yeah, Christian, when you're under settings in Command, there is the option under, let me go here, hold on. So he was asking, how do you connect more than one Facebook page? You go to settings, and next to Facebook Post Scheduler, it's gonna say the word more, connect more. When you click it, you check the boxes of all the pages you wanna have access to. So for this example, I'll just show you all at them all, just to see that they're there. So you can go back as many times as you want to do that.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
Yep. And then Amy asked if they download your app, do you get any contact info? Yes, Amy, because the app makes them register for the app to work. So they won't get it when they download it. They have to register on the app. And when they register on the app, that automatically brings the person into Command as a new contact, or if they're already in the system, it'll just update their existing contact. All right, so I've got my stuff scheduled, and I'm gonna come back here and see now if I go back to the week and hit refresh on this, I should see now my office pages here at the bottom as well, which is just a great way if you are a social media strategist, or like me, I manage other pages of myself. I can literally schedule things for any one of these offices now from Command, which I think is really cool. So if you're the AOC person in your market center, if you're market center leadership like I am, you can actually use the social scheduler and then post things as if you're the Fort Lauderdale office or the Keller Williams Elite Properties, and then have that scheduled out for all your announcements for the agents. So I think this is a big opportunity for market centers to leverage this to get things scheduled out when they have things coming, or promoting your new team meeting, or any announcements you have. So as I showed you here on the right, you have 6 different options. Now I will show you what happens if I create this video. Now you'll remember yesterday, I already created a neighborhood video, and I'll go ahead and create another one right now. I'm gonna click this share button, but notice it doesn't go to the share thing like you saw before. It just opens up, search what neighborhood you wanna look for. So I've got a bunch of neighborhoods here, but let's say I look for Wilton Manors. I haven't done a neighborhood highlight of Wilton Manors yet in Florida. Now they have a bunch of different ones there, so I'll just say Wilton Manors Central. Click the next button. Now here's the neat part. I don't want to call it Wilton Manors Central. So I'm just going to delete the central part. It's not locked. So this is getting populated by the MLS information. However, it didn't ask me, Jay, do you want to run a market update about single family homes or condos? So the neat part is you can come down here and modify these numbers. So in this case, 417 is a weird number. I'm going to say 415. And then I will say home prices are on the rise, because they are. Average home price, 275. So the neat part is you can change the numbers if you don't want to. There are 70 homes for sale, which are probably a mix of houses and condos. Just for this example, let's say I actually look up the data in the MLS, and it's really 35 homes. And the average days on market, well, no one wants to wait 93 days, so I'll just put 60 for this example. Obviously, I'm just doing it for teaching purposes. Pull up the real MLS data. If you're in one of the 3 offices of Fort Lauderdale, Aventura, or Coral Springs, we pay for Trend Graphics, which is a tool that you can use to go pull up metrics of a specific neighborhood. So I wouldn't rely on this data just yet until it starts asking you single family home or condo. Otherwise, it's single family home and condo and rentals and commercials. So if you ever feel like the numbers are off, that's probably why. It's everything. So just choose the one that you want and change the numbers here. So that's the data there. Then it's going to ask you, what are the neighborhood features? They say healthy foods, luxury culture, and great for moviegoers. The good news is there's tons of options here that you can change it for. So I'm going to get rid of healthy food and moviegoers, and I'm going to change in here instead. And let's see, we've got actually great if you are into pets and love dogs. There's a lot of dog parks in Wilton Manors in that area. I've got some other things here, maybe just friendly community. You only get to pick 3 of them, but there's tons of options in here. So find the one that works for you. Actually, there's nightlife. I should get rid of luxury culture and let's put in nightlife because I know there's lots of that. Late night leisure. I guess nightlife is not in there. Hipster. We'll say late night leisure. Then you put your agent information. Now this already has my picture and information from my profile. So just like we went into your profile to add the link to your app, you can go to the profile to add your picture and information there as well. You can also override it right here if you want to choose a different picture. So it's already got my information and name and number and information in here. So I just come to the Market Center brokerage. I'm using a generic KW logo. Yeah, you might want to use your Market Center logo and you can upload one there. None of this information is required anymore, so that's good. I click next, and in just 10 seconds, it's making the video for me. So the power of this is pick a neighborhood. If you have a neighborhood nearby, great. This data comes from a mix of Nextdoor, which is a social media platform, and pulls up neighborhood maps, and then the data comes from the MLS. So here's the cute little video I made. I'll hit play here, and you'll see what it looks like. Turn the volume down some. Okay, so you're seeing it's got the today's date, April 28th. It's talking the average home price is $415,000. There's the price per square foot. So it's just basically all the data I typed in, it's animating it for me. 35 homes are for sale right now. Average days in the market is 60 days, or whatever you put in. Here's what people say about living there. It'll highlight the 3 things I talked about. So friendly community, great for dog lovers, and late night leisure. It's promoting my app. Put the data on the app, says download my app today. Gives me a little billboard with my name, number, and information. And done. So it's a short, cute, simple little video. And when you're ready, you hit save and post the video. And it does this all together. What I like about it is it already puts the emojis in there. So this is one of my favorite autofills because it put the emojis in there saying, hi neighbor, waving. I want to learn more about the latest trends, real estate developments, and lifestyle insights in your neck of the woods. Let's chat. So I love the fact that it did it for me. Then I can choose, do I want to go on Twitter and Facebook? And then what day do I want to schedule that for? So I'll just schedule it for tomorrow since I already have a post for today. Hit schedule. Here's the preview again. I can see it for Facebook and Twitter. Schedule the post, and tomorrow that video of Wilt Manors is going to publish and post out to my Facebook friends. How cool is this? I didn't have to leave Command one time to do this. It's all being done in Command, and this is all going to show up on Facebook. So if I come to Twitter right now, there it is. There's the post right from Twitter. You're seeing it live on my Twitter account. It automatically posted this out for me. And anybody who looks at this and clicks the link is going to go to a landing page for me. There's my name, and clicks right here to go download it from the App Store or Google Store. So it just takes them to the appropriate store for them, which is awesome. All right. The date will not update, Charlene. So the date will be on the date you make the video. So I would be careful scheduling it too far in advance. But yeah, that date doesn't auto update. It's not yet. I think eventually they're going to make it so the video can update in real time. But for now, it's just a timestamp. Exactly, Justin. It's like Buffer meets Canva all in one. Exactly. Everything's done together. Okay, well, what if I want to use my own social media graphic? So I'll remind you what we did yesterday. I won't spend a whole lot of time on it, but yesterday we went through designs. And in designs, these are the social media graphics we made yesterday. Here was one about major hard eyes on a house. We made one about the COVID-19, how to keep your kids entertained. And we made this Highlands Mountain Park Ranch neighborhood video. And if you want to know where to go to make a social media graphic, in designs, you click the plus sign, come to social, or if you want to do those videos yourself, you can come here as well for video. We click the next button, and then all I have to do is look at a design piece I want to use. So we'll make a new one today because I haven't made one. I'll make a different one since we're in here anyways. And I've got ones that promote my listing. So what someone had asked earlier is, can you change the data? So the data itself on these images are locked, but I can change the background image. Like maybe walkable, close to trains, and dog friendly is something I want to use for this one. Home inspection, let me see which one I want. Market snaps, closing. I'll just use this one. And I'm going to pick one of these designs and I'm going to enhance it and edit it really quick so that we then can put it into my social media design. So these are the 3 layouts that they have for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose this with my template layout. Now I can't change the data inside here. See how it's all locked? But I can change the background image. So here's the neat part. Here's images I've already taken. So I can just switch it out for this picture of my Lauderdale by the Sea, which is closed right now. I also can come to company and they have added a bunch of images now. House types, you can go get a picture of a house that looks like maybe a neighborhood that you would be working in, which is really cool. So these are images you're allowed to use for free. So I love the fact that these are all easy, just click and drag over whatever image that you want to add. So they've got ones there. They've got one for neighborhoods itself. So you can highlight neighborhood lifestyle, which is just really people living outdoors. So these are just great images to click and drag over if you wanted to. And they've added a lot of stuff, new active lifestyle pictures. So I could do one for people at the ocean. Oh, that's probably a lake. I could do one, here you go, that's probably people at an ocean. People reading a book. So this is a great one to use for highlighting neighborhood features. And then they also have lifestyle at home images. I will go ahead and use this image actually. Oops, undo button, my best friend. Okay, there we go. There's that. I'm actually gonna move this over to the right. And then we're gonna enhance this because there's also an option now for the app images. And I'm gonna add a link here to get my app. So looking at these images, I would say this one is more likely to talk about the guide. So I'm gonna add an image of the guide. There it is right there. And I'm gonna put it in the corner. So I'm just taking the design, switching it out, closing at this date. Here's the guide. And then I can just save this. I don't have to download it to the computer. So we're gonna save this design and hit done. I wanted to show you that you can make a design really easily. Now I can go get those designs and post it into the social media part of it. So if we go back to campaigns, there's 2 ways to make a post. One of them is clicking on a date. So maybe for Thursday, I wanna promote that new picture of the app. And I can come here and write my own post. So this is blank, I have to type it all out. So I might just say, how great is it now that you can know exactly what step of the buying the home purchase process you are in. Get up-to-date alerts in our new KW app. And then I can put the link to the app there if I wanted to, which I don't have anymore, which is okay because I have a hyperlink called app.jteamglobal.com. And then right here it says upload image. And notice it says choose from designs. So I'm gonna click here to design library and here are all the designs we made. Here's the newest one. I'm gonna click on it and go get that picture from the designs and I didn't have to download it to my computer. So I love the fact that I can do that. And that one didn't load properly, so I'm gonna try it again. I think I went before it was all updated. So let me hit refresh here. If not, I'll just pick one of my other ones. Okay, it wasn't done saving when I did that. So it's okay, I'll go pick a different design. Let's use this one for the node tips for the kids. So this is the design that we all made yesterday in designs and I don't need my logo. So here's an image, it already has my logos in it. Crop this image. I'm going to get rid of, I don't need the logo, that's good. And then I'm gonna rename this now and just say, COVID-19, nah, I'll just say, how to keep your kids busy without electronics. electronics. Yeah, that's good. I can just leave it like that, something simple. So I've got the image with my information in it. I'm putting a little simple, check out these tips. Oh, I hit a button. Okay, let's go backwards. So what happens when you have like multiple windows all open at the same time? Come on. All right, let's do this instead. New incognito window. Good news is if this all goes down, I have videos on all this training, so we can always go back to the video if we need to. Come on. Okay. Well, that's loading really slow. Let me come to my video of this. That way we can find that. So let me go search for Jay Cermak social post. Here we go. Yeah, I don't care, Brian. Thank you. Sorry, let me get through the ad real quick. Okay, perfect. So this just allows me to kind of go through screenshots until command comes back up. A lot of times they do big updates on Tuesday, so that's probably why you're experiencing some issues right now, like I am. So this is the part we were showing you, which is a quick post. And we already did that part, right? We were able to click on one of these quick posts, create those there, and it was go ahead and just filled everything out. The neat part is that's exactly how we do this for any of our designs. So you'll notice when we're in the image section, it says choose from your design, and it will go get any of the designs that you've made. So obviously we're having an error with command right now, and that's why it wouldn't let me into my designs. That's why it gave us a blank screen. But that's all you're gonna do is just choose the design that you want. So you make it once, you don't have to save it to your computer, and then you can schedule it to go out whenever you want. It does the same thing for video, by the way. If I were to hit upload a video button, I'll have the option to go get one of the designs from the video, and I'll be able to pull that in as well. Now with that going slow, let me pull up answers.kw as well. No, it's not you getting the command message. I'm getting it too, Michael. All right, so I'm gonna do a social post. There we go. I figured these little help articles might have better pictures. So this is what we were doing together as a team, and I'm sure maybe in the next 5 minutes, the command will come back up. So we're able to create a social post, which is what we did. So one of the other ways isn't just to click on the date. In the upper right-hand corner of designs and campaigns, you're able to click the create new campaign. And when we did the ads yesterday, we used the add button. And when we did mails, we did the direct mail. And then this is social post, which is free. You're gonna choose what you want your post to be. And they have a limit of 220 characters. By the way, Twitter has a limit of 280. Keep it short. Your message should never be really big. If you've ever been on Facebook and saw somebody write like 2,000 words, I promise you, you didn't read it all. You just skipped through it. So you're gonna wanna make sure to keep that short. And then this is the part I was talking about, which is where you can upload a video, upload a photo, video, or add a link. Now the link button doesn't work the way you want it to. My goal was with the link button, it would let me choose what image to show people. Right now, it just gives you a generic image, and sometimes the image isn't good. So I usually do upload a photo or grab it from my designs, or a video and grab it from my designs. They do have the option now to add the logo automatically. So if you made a design, you don't have to put the logo in the design itself, because they have the option to do DBA logo. Now the wording here says required. They took away the required part. It's now optional. And that brings us to another point. What if you didn't want to use the logo of the office? You just wanted to put your brand on the picture. You can also just put your own brand image here if you want. So this isn't required anymore. It's just a place to put a logo you might use. So that's another option there. And then as we were showing you with the scheduling, you can pick the dates and get a couple things channeled out and put there. So we did the schedule, choose your account, and then we had the option here to publish our post, save our post, and then get it out to everybody. So that's just the help article on it. Let's see if Command is back up and running. I would say for a year and 4 months of teaching this stuff, this is probably the second time I've ever had Command just stop in the middle of class. Usually it's glitchy, but it comes back up. And that's why I make a lot of videos for you guys, so that if this were to happen, I can come back to the video and look at it. So here's where we did that quick post about the neighborhood. Like I said, pull up the neighborhood name you want. You can go through all of these, add the data, which is what we all did together. And then once we're done with that, we can schedule that post to go out. So that was an example of this one. Let me see what other videos I have on the social posting here. Here's the post scheduler one. Okay, so this was, how long is this video? Oh, 4 minutes, perfect. Oh, here it is. This is the newest one I made. That was how to access your designs. So this is exactly what we're trying to look at. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to myself talk about it. But this video is exactly what I was teaching you right now, which is, okay, if you already made a design, how do you get to it from Command? So I'll go ahead and zoom this in and we will just do screenshots. So what you do is what I was saying before, you would create a new post. You would type in what you want at the top part. Like this was, hey, have you seen the new website? You click here to go view my new website. And then you got to choose from designs. It lets you browse your library to go get one of your designs. So in the video, you'll see me actually show choose from design or just click upload images to put your own image in there. That's a great way to get the designs you've made. Even if it wasn't made in Command, I can go get any picture in the world and add it to my post. So this example, it makes me go to my templates and I was able to choose one of my designs, which you saw me attempting to do, just the design wasn't done. So I can pick whatever design I want and then it'll put the design right here, meaning no downloading, just click it and it's ready to go. Then from there, I would fill in the rest of the information. Notice DBA logo here says optional. The help article said required. They took away the requirement. So like I said, you can office logo, you can get rid of it altogether if your branding is already on the design, like a lot of mine were. So that's one of the things you can do. You can crop the image. So the default for cropping, by the way, is a square. However, if you switch it from square to wide, it'll actually fill in the whole image. So I like to use the wide angle on my post, but I will do a square image from time to time. Then I'm able to choose that. I can also, by the way, add up to 4 images. So I don't just have to pick one picture. I could have done this same post and maybe highlight 4 different features of the app, which now that I'm saying this out loud, that's the next post I'm gonna make. How do I showcase 4 things my app can do in 4 images and then make you click the link? Oops, don't need to hear me talk. So then that way they can just click on there. So that'll be the next one I'll do. And when I do that, I'll make a video for you guys to see as well. As we're going through this, right, we choose add our information and then you get to schedule what day you want. So I was able to schedule it for a certain date. You already saw me do that component of it. Works the same no matter what it is. And then when I'm done, I'm able to hit the preview button. Let's see. And it's done there. The video goes into showing you that you can now do the same thing we just did here in the ad part. So we don't need to show that part for the ad. All right, perfect. So that is that part. Let's see if we have Command back up and running now. I would do the short link right now, Charlene. I recommend a website called Bitly a lot of times because a lot of times your link is too long. So Bitly is a free service and lets you shorten the link. The reason is Command has the option to use a link, but the challenge is when you click it, the image doesn't let you pick the picture. So the image doesn't look good. So I just put the link and I usually put my links at the top. So if you guys want examples of what I've done for a Facebook post, you can actually go to, on Facebook, I have my J-Team page. So you're welcome to go there and see any of the stuff that I posted. And you'll see a lot of the times I tend to put the link at the top of the post and then the rest of the description below. So if you want to see some of the ones that were done by KW or ones that I published, that's just a place to get some ideas. But yeah, if I happen to go to a link, like here's one where it was Happy Easter. There's the link to my website. Here's the link for the video. And I know right now you guys are seeing me say the word published by Keller Williams API. You are the only person that sees that, by the way. So I know a lot of agents have told me they're concerned that the post is published by KW and they go to know that. The public never sees that. Because you're logged in, it will tell you that this is published by KW, but the public won't see that. It'll be hidden from them. All right. No, it's definitely having a fit. Awesome. Okay, well, we did that. The only other thing that it would do differently is it also let you go pick one of your videos. So while we're waiting then, I will show you some resources where I get a lot of great information. So if you haven't followed Lori Ballin out of Las Vegas, she is my social media and Google SEO muse, I guess. And I get a lot of great content from her. So Lori Ballin has a bunch of different products, but she has for free a lot of great information around marketing. So they have the ability to learn more about social media content. Let me see where she's got her most recent one. Content creation and blogging. No, she has free things. I got to find out where it is. So Lori Ballin, social media. Okay, here it is. So this is on her thing. This is just an example of one of the ones she has. So Lori just usually puts out free content on how to do things on social media. Maybe this is the one. There we go. This is her blog. So she has a bunch of stuff here. Here's the stuff for social media, how to find a previous Facebook post, free Instagram leads, Facebook groups, how to promote real estate on Instagram. So these are just content she has. That's a person I study and get a lot of great ideas from. There's also Tony Giordano. And he is a top agent and usually teaches when he has a book called The Social Agent. So I get a lot of tips from him as well. He has a lot of great content on YouTube, and Tony Giordano is a second person in real estate with Keller Williams that I follow to get great social media tips. Well, unfortunately, it looks like Command is not going to come back up for the rest of this class. However, I think the concepts you guys get, right? It's connecting your social media accounts, having content to create, and then I love those quick posts. Because there's 8 of them, you realize you can do 2 of those a week and have an entire month worth of posts by doing nothing but hitting the quick post button. No typing, no designing, literally hitting quick post and it just goes. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Sorry that the stuff is going down right now while we're trying to show this. And as I said, I have an entire playlist for videos on how to do this with on YouTube. So any of these videos, you guys can go there and look at it here. Charlene, they just came out with those quick posts, but they have added new ones and they'll keep adding new ones. So their plan is to keep readjusting and adding new designs to the quick post as well. So you'll see more of those coming in as they go. And I know while this class didn't finish, I did teach this class recently. So if you search Jay Cermak social post, you should find one of my classes that's a whole hour long on these. But these are all the different ones I've done around social media marketing and stuff here. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube, you guys can do that as well. And the goal is to design things and then get it scheduled to go out on Facebook, Twitter, and then eventually Instagram, Nextdoor, and LinkedIn. So unfortunately, Command went down, but if I can answer any questions for you guys, I can answer those now. So does anybody else have any questions for us? Yeah, Anita was asking, the quick posts with the market snapshots don't always reflect your area, right? Well, it's whatever Nextdoor has. So if you haven't been on nextdoor.com, go search and see if your neighborhood exists. Nextdoor is where the neighbors pick the name of it. And like I said, the data right now is everything in the area for sale and not just single family homes, condos, rentals. So you usually want to go get accurate data before you put that video out there. So you want to go verify the data before you put it out. Anybody else have any questions right now on the social media part of it? Hopefully you'll be able to do one of those posts, or if you got one of the quick posts before the system went down. I have at least got a post for today and tomorrow. So now I'll have to come back later this week and do more posts.
Jay, I have a question. Is
Yeah.
a little bit from your class yesterday. I'm doing my postcard,
Okay.
and I'm still on doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
because I live in a condominium, there are so many buildings. My building already have 50 people. How do I select in a condominium that has so many buildings with 50 people living? There are 10 buildings or 8 buildings. How do I select?
Yeah, so what you do, and I'll show you from this image here. Let me go to the help article.
Sorry, guys.
You basically draw an image. So what I'm going to do is look up postcards because I want to show you the Real Mailer tool because obviously the system's down, but I'll show you. Sorry, I need to type in Real Mailers. So when you're in the Real Mailers part, which is where you get to choose who do I send these cards to, there is an option in there that lets you draw a map. Just draw a shape around the condo.
Okay.
That's the trick because there's no button for condos. So what I did is I did let me see if it's in this one. No. There you go.
Because I didn't know if I would select only my building or, you know, as you said, do a circle, do a triangle. So
I would just draw a circle or a shape around it. So you have the option. Let me see if I can get to the tool.
Okay.
Perfect. So right in here with this tool that says choose your targeting, there's a little icon in the map that says draw your own shape. I would zoom in on the map and just draw a square around the specific building and see if any results come in. Because there is no button. It only says single family and multifamily. There's no condo button, but I believe if you just draw the shape, it should get to everybody in the address.
So and then if I pick 50 cards, we'll get Randall will get 50 units from different areas there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, if you just draw the shape around. So that'd be the workaround for that right now.
Thank you. I'm in process. Not done, but I'll get there. Thank you.
You got it. Yes, Kelly, the data is the same as the monthly neighborhood emails, but the monthly neighborhood emails is just here's properties for sale, and then it sends them over to a landing page. But that's where that data comes from, the landing page that says average price, things like that. Connect allow me, Facebook page. Becky, what I found, see if your Facebook ad part was connected because there's a time when we had to have people disconnect and reconnect. So what I have learned, make sure you're in Google Chrome first. And then when you go, make sure both profiles are disconnected. Because remember, there's 2 Facebooks in settings. Make sure they're both disconnected and then try connecting it. Because if one's connected, the other one might give you issues. And if you disconnect them both, it should allow you there. If it still doesn't work, then just email support at KW so they can fix it because it might just be your account. Once you've exhausted all there. Yeah, Bruce, you can get great content from NAR. The board puts stuff out. I get a lot of flyers from our association. Any good content to put out there. So just think what would you post and how often, and then I get ideas from there. So the quick posts are a good way to start, and then I go get information. Richard, and our broker, teaches the Keeping Current Matters class. He usually gives you a lot of great content to post online. I like stuff from Keeping Current Matters as well. Good marketing pieces there. Awesome. Any other questions that I can answer right now while Command's still down?
Thank you, Jay.
You got it, guys. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
And then I'll just share one last time to show you. So tomorrow's class, if Command is playing nice with us, tomorrow's live stream is the connecting your KW app and your website. So I know we had a couple agents on saying their app and things weren't totally set up. Tomorrow, we're going to teach how to make sure that you do that for the app and the website tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And then in May, we're going to do 30-minute classes. Basically, for me in my area, it'll be a lunch and learn. But I'm going to do mini classes of Command in the month of May. So those are here as well if you guys want to sign up on jcermak.com, and we will keep bringing you little content and more videos and things to learn from. All right. Well, thank you guys for spending the afternoon with me. And I apologize for Command, but Command will come back up at some point.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jay.
Have a good one.